Hello, this is Mrs. Ross again. This is lesson 21. It can be found on page 154 of your Saxon Course 2 textbook. We're going to talk about prime and composite numbers, as well as prime factorization. So I know these are a little bit blurry. I'm not exactly sure what happened when I copied and pasted it, but we'll get through it. So let me just remind you of the definitions of prime and composite, and you may want to put this in the back of your spiral. Okay, so a prime number has two factors, one and itself. That's it. Okay, a composite number has more than two factors. And factors are what you multiply to get a product. Okay, and then there's special case, and that's 1. 1 is neither prime nor composite. It's just special. Okay, so this first very blurry A says this lists the first 10 prime numbers. So I know 1's not prime, so if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I know 1 isn't prime. 2 is prime. 3 is prime because only 1 and 3 go into it. 4 is not prime because I can have 2 and 2, or I can have 1 and 4. So it actually has 4 different factors, so that's not going to fly. 5 is prime. 6 is not prime because it could be 2 and 3, or it could be 1 and 6, so that's not going to work. You'll see that almost all even numbers, except for 2, are not prime. 7 is prime. I don't know why I crossed it out. 8 is not prime. It's even, so 4 and 2 and 1 and 8. That's more than 2. 9 is also not prime because you can do 3 and 3 or 1 and 9. So there's an odd number that's not prime. Not all the odd numbers are prime, but lots of them are. 10 is also not prime because you can divide by 2. So we only have 4 numbers here, so let's keep on with our 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Let's see if we can get up to 10. 11 is prime. Only 1 and 11 go into it. 12 is not prime. 13 is prime. 14 is not prime. 15 is not prime because 3 and 5 go into it, right? 16 is not prime. It's even. 17 is prime. So what, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We only need 3 more. Let's do 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Let's see if we can find our 3. So 18 is not prime because 2 goes into it. 19 is prime. 20 is not prime. 21 is not prime because 3 and 7 go into it. 22 is not prime. 23, I think we have 9 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're getting there. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, let's see. So 23 is prime, 24 is not prime, 25 is not prime, 26 is not prime, 27 is not prime, 3 and 9, 28, gosh, this is getting more difficult, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 29. 29 is prime. That's it. And you can kind of see how I went through it. There's also a prime composite poster in our classroom that shows you the prime composite numbers. And after you use these for a while, it's going to make a little bit more sense. But I kind of like to list them out to see. Yeah. So B, if a whole number greater than 1 is not prime, then what kind of number is it? It's a composite number. Okay. All right. Write the prime factorization of 81 using a factor tree. So prime factorization basically means that we factor a number until we get all primes at the ends of our branches. So let's say that I know that 81 is 9 times 9. Okay, neither of these are prime, so I have to factor again. 9 times 9 is 3 times 3. These are both prime. Okay, so I end up with the prime factorization of 81 is 3 times 3 times 3, or 3 to the 4th, right? D says write prime factorization of, I think that's 360. It's kind of yucky. By division of primes. This is not my favorite. I'm going to show you how to do it, but I'm telling you it's not my favorite. So what you do is you divide this by prime numbers until you get 1. So 2 goes into 360. 180. I get 180. It's kind of like an upside down division. 2 and that's 90. 3 and that's 30. 3 and that's 10. 2 and that's 5. And then all of these are prime. Now you are welcome to use either of these methods to find your prime factorization. Whatever fits for you. Prime factorization of 64 and square root of 64. Well, let's look at the square root of 64. Square root of 64 means there's got to be 2 of something. So I know that 64 is 8 times 8, and if I have 2 in the house, I take 1 out. So it wants the prime factorization of 8. So that's going to be 2 times 2 times 2. Let me put that here. 2 times 2 times 2. And then the prime factorization of 64. So that's 8 times 8. 4 times 2. Remember, I can't stop until they're all prime. And I normally circle my primes, so I know that I'm done with that leg of the branch or what have you. So 64, and this is 2 to the third. So this is 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 to the sixth. So you'll see that 64 is 2 to the sixth, and 8 is 2 to the third. So what I've done is I've divided this number by 2. That's going to come back to haunt us later. Use prime factorization to find the GCF of 1881. Not my favorite thing. So if we're going to find our prime factorization, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1, 18. I don't want to do it this way. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm going to show you how to do this, but again, as you've heard me say, it's not my favorite thing. So let me get a pen here that I like, and I think there's a better way to do GCF, but it's whatevs. I'll show you how to do it this way because that's what they want me to do. GCF is greatest common factor, remember, and so 18, boy, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to make this a little bit bigger. 18, so if I'm going to do greatest common factor, or I'm sorry, prime factorization of 18, maybe 2 times 9, and then 3 times 3. So for 18, I have 2 times 3 times 3, right? And I'm going to put 81 underneath it. 81, did I not do 81 already once? I did. It's on this page. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. All right. So we can do it again. 9 times 9, 3 times 3. So you can see it. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to circle what they have in common, and then you multiply that. 3 times 3 is 9, and that's your greatest common factor, GCF. You might need to come back to this or put it in the back of your spiral just as an example, because they will ask you to use prime factorization to find the GCF. Again, in my humble opinion, you can find the GCF however you want to find it, whether you use prime factorization or another method. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Have a great day.